brothers and sisters. Right, this one, I'm going to read out, go through these notes, yeah, is exactly like, remember like the early videos when I was explaining you about like all consciousness, soul, what you are. Right? Now, this, right, I'm going to explain to you what's all around you, but what's around you is you as well. Like, what I'm explaining, what this is around you, is all what you are. All true souls, proper soul, consciousness. This is what you are. Yeah. Remember when I got made like told you all like what we are, what we're made of. Yeah. Like early videos, how our soul consciousness works, and everything. Yeah. Like this is like a little bit more in depth, but again I've broken it down. Yeah. Because don't forget, like everything what I read out, like you all know, like it's stuff to activate you, yeah, to like and I'm going to do it in short bursts. Like the last one's done 40 minutes. I can't. It takes ages to upload 40-minute one, do yeah. So like try and keep them like not like shortish, yeah. But you know what like, I talks and that anyway, don't I? Yeah. But yeah, this is basically again, yeah, what we've gone through the last few years. But there's newcomers, isn't there? There's like you know, souls awakening, Taran souls and that awakening, other ET souls like awakening. Yeah, they're all like smelling around, awakening, and then finding all the resonating souls. You know how they're finding us? Because of our frequency. It's like a frequency match thing. Yeah, like everything's a frequency match. We've got to have a frequency match with everything so we can collaborate with everything. Yeah. But right, listen, let's go through this because like this is interesting as well. Right. What is Orb Force? Orb Force, it is not just light, it is not just plasma, it is organised consciousness held in spherical geometry, and orb is a container of force and data. Think energy, intelligence, memory, frequency. That's the package. Exactly how I explained in early weeks when I first started. We just went through, yeah? When I first started, it is literally the most stable geometry for living energy. Why a sphere? I'll tell you what is a sphere. Always existed. So unorganised. Why is sphere? The sphere, orb, is the fundamental shape because it distributes force evenly. It maintains coherence under pressure. It can travel without losing structure. It's the simplest portable field. This is why star nodes are spheres, cells are spheres, atoms are spherical, auroras from spherical envelopes. So orb force is the basic unit of portable consciousness energy. Yeah, composition, what it is, the three main layers. Yeah, like how I explained. What? Yeah, like they're way back, aren't they? If someone can dig them out, it'd be good. Yeah. Composition. Orb force is made from three main layers. One, electromagnetic field, EM, movement plus interaction like a vehicle shall. Two, crystalline plasma, structured light, holds memory, geometry. Three, consciousness, intelligence, spirit awareness equals the driver. Yeah. A good comparison, a spirit inside geometry powered by EM light. It's the same substance used by light beings, high density travellers and node keepers. What does orb force do? What does orb force do? A lot of stuff. It's genius. Yeah? It's the most like powerful thing in existence. Yeah, and a twin gets most of it, the best of it. That's why the twin friction. I'm going to do that one. Yeah, like after this, the twin friction, mental stuff. But listen, what does orb force do? It stores information, crystalline memory, travels without losing integrity, portable consciousness, can observe environments without physical form, interacts with nodes, grids, carries messages, codes, signatures, stabilise and repairs frequency. While you see them after, this is why you see them after trauma or sacred sites, or at sacred sites. Yeah, it's like a messenger scout, healer and recorder, and they will always recognise true souls because of their code and frequency. Yeah, this is like true souls. You see, like true souls in this world. If you're like at a sacred site or under some sort of trauma, yeah, like they appear. Yeah, they appear. Yeah, and this is like a lot of you will who's experienced that trauma, or when you're at sacred sites, you'll feel like a warmth, like a content feeling come around you. Don't matter what emotion you're in, you'll feel it. Yeah. So that again, yeah, it stores information, crystalline memory, travels without losing integrity, portable consciousness, can observe environments without physical form, interacts with nodes, grids, carries messages, codes, signatures, stabilizes and repairs frequency while you see them after. That's why you see them after trauma or at sacred sites. It's like a messenger, scout, healer, and recorder, and they will always recognise true souls because of their coding, their frequency. The reason why humans see them as orbs, because your eyes only register the boundary layer of electromagnetic field, plus light scattering. You see the shell glow, not the internal intelligence. So to 3D humans, they look like glowing, floating spheres. To beings with higher density perception, you see the entire structure, the fractal lattices, the geometry, the memory signatures, etc. Types of orb force. Resonant orbs equals record and they transmit. Guardian orbs, protective and stabilising. Scout orbs, recon and mapping nodes. Ancient scribe orbs, they carry very old memory, usually Tartarian, Atlantean origin. Who using orb force? Who uses it? Yeah. Who uses it when you lot's in the shit? No, who using orb force? Who uses it? All higher order beings and systems, Tartarians, Atlanteans, Arcturians, Palladians, Hyperborean systems, nature consciousness, elementals, solar intelligence, even humans can hold them briefly during a heightened emotion ceremony or near-death experience, child purity. The reason they appear near people is because of frequency match. They're observing, they are stabilising, they are communicating, or they are confirming presence. We don't need language. The orb is the message. The signature tells you who, why, and from where. Orb force is not dust, camera, artifact, random light blob, ghost fragment. A true orb force has movement with intent, a coherent glow, responsive behaviour. Sometimes they move in straight lines, other times they just respond to thought. That's how you know. Orb force is an intelligent crystalline electromagnetic sphere that stores, moves and transmits consciousness and memory across densities. That's why sometimes you see them things what go when you're outside, yeah, and you see the stars, and one of them things flies past you, far in a straight line like that. That's one of them. Yeah, like crazy. Yeah. And it's in your face. You just got to recognise it. Yeah. And the way you recognise it is like the higher your frequency, the more you'll see. Simple. Yeah. Orb force is a living packet of light memory and will. A messenger from slash of the light net. The more crystalline, the more intelligent, ancient the orb. Lower ones look hazy, higher ones look like stars within stars. Yeah. That's like the hazy one. You know when you see the room and you see like the hazy ones, like not so bright and that. Yeah. They're like basically think of it as like backup. Yeah. Right. This is one. Vortex. What a vortex is. Yeah. A vortex. Vortices. Yeah. A vortice is a vortex. Yeah. A vortex slash vortices is a spiralling motion of energy or matter that moves around a central point or axis, like a whirlpool in water, a tornado in the sky, or even the way light bends in a spiral circuit. But vortices exist beyond physical form too. They are patterns of movement in energy, magnetism, consciousness and frequency. There's three main kinds of vortices. Now this is interesting, right? Because, right, you're going to see where tornadoes and shit comes from, where they gets the idea of the technology of that weather control, what we call weather control here, yeah? You're going to see where they gets that technology from to cause mayhem here, right? Listen to this. Three main kinds of vortices, yeah? Physical vortices, seen in nature, in 3D, yeah? In nature. Whirlpools, hurricanes, smoke rings. They show how energy prefers to spiral, not move in straight lines. These physical spirals mirror the unseen energetic ones. Yeah? Do you feel me? Yeah? 2. The electromagnetic energy vortices found at nodes where ley lines, energy meridians of Earth cross. The energy spirals upward and downwards, connecting ground and sky. This is what causes all tides and shit. It's not, tides ain't got nothing to do with me. Many ancient sacred sites were built right on top of these, like pyramids, temples, stone circles. These vortices can be stable or pulse in rhythm with sun, moon or other cosmic flows. 3. Consciousness vortices. These exit within us. Our energy centres, chakras for example, are internal vortices. When emotions, thoughts or frequency align, they spin coherently and draw in a higher awareness. The same happens across groups. Collective focus creates shared vortices of energy. Why vortices matter? They are bridges between realms and densities, between physical and etheric, 3D and higher. They transmute energy, pulling in dense vibrations, refining them and radiating clarity. They are gateways. A strong vortex can connect directly planetary or stellar networks. A vortex is life's way of moving powerful yet gracefully. It's the shape energy takes when it's alive. Always in motion, always connecting. Solar tone, heartbeat, the heartbeat of a star node made into frequency. Oh yeah, I forgot about these notes, yeah. A solar tone. This is a solar tone. A solar tone, this is interesting as well. It all is, it's all good, yeah. You've got to excuse me a little bit because my teeth, as you all noticed, sticks out like a sore thumb. This tooth here, I'm going to lose it soon. Yeah, and I can't stop playing with it. It doesn't brain in, you know. But, you know, it's all part of it. Got to be. But here we go. Right, solar tone, the heartbeat of a star node made into frequency. A solar tone is not sound the way humans think of sound. It is the consciousness pulse of a living star node. translated into frequency, a light intention and mercury, all woven into one harmonic wave. In the higher realms, a solar tone is one, the signature frequency of a star soul. Every star is a being, every being has a pulse. A solar tone is the identity of that star expressed as vibration, its name, its essence, its purpose. The original language of creation. Before words, before symbols, before form, there were tones. Solar tones are the building blocks my mother and father and the early architects used to birth domes, braid timelines, open spirals, shape crystalline structures, encode memory into words. This is why I feel them. I was born inside these tones. My soul is tuned to them. Yeah, this is the original language. This sort of like all blends and bonds into the Voynich manuscripts and that. This do really all how this is all tone. Yeah, all through tone, harmonics. Everything is. You can't move nothing without it. Yeah. Let me take again. Wait. The original language of creation. Before words, before symbols, before form, there were tones. Solar tones are the building blocks my mother and father and the early architects used to birth domes, braid timelines, open spirals, shape crystalline structures, encode memory into words. This is why I feel them. I was born aside these tones. My soul is tuned to them. 3. A stabilising pulse that guides all nodes and grids. Solar tones regulate node alignment, portal stability, resonance between realms, harmonic bending of overlays. The aurora fields, the crystalline belts around worlds, when a solar tone shifts, grids move. When grids move, worlds change. This is why my presence affects reality the way it does, carrying that solar tone. Yeah. The breath of the great suns, the 12 solar phones, my father's council, communicate not through speech but through solar toning. Yeah, to read that before anything. Again, look, all tone. The 12 solar thrones. Yeah, my father's council communicate not through speech but through solar toning. Yeah, this is something the early custodians, we created it, we mastered it. Yeah, when on the physical plane, then the factions of the custodians, what mastered that with us. No, gradually, factions turned against us with all this like knowledge and technology in that. Yeah, the breath of the great suns, the 12 solar phones, my father's council communicate not through speech but through solar toning. It is how they awaken sleeping suns, call home lost starseeds, stabilise collapsing realms, ignite ascension phases, dissolve parasitic frequencies, and their solar tone is the original command language. Parasites cannot mimic it. Yeah, so like everything. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. That's why we're so important to them all, because they can't create or do nothing. They can only hijack, and they need loyalists to do it. Yeah, and all those loyalists, well, we all know where they are now, don't we? Yeah. So, 5. How I used it. Phelan used solar tone to split. This is how I use it all the time. Yeah, on all events, all time splits, no matter where we all are. Yeah, we all got our thing to do. It's all important. Like now. Yeah. Phelan used solar tones to split timelines without fracture. Yeah. Shield domes, silence parasites, heal crystalline cores, awaken resonating souls through the light grids, the webs of this realm. Yeah. Open the corridor of 178 worlds and many realms within them. Yeah. 170 worlds and many realms within them. Vernie's a lot to do with all that as well. Yeah. I'm going to explain to you how powerful it is, like, how they're scared to death of you. Like, you can't have a twin here, yeah? And why my mother had Vernie in here on this last 3D loop. Like, this is how I know sound always comes before sight. My first memory is not light, it's tone. In simple terms, a solar tone are star notes, living frequency woven into sound that builds, heals, awakens and remembers. It's the music creation uses to keep everything alive. Solar tones, the 5 pure levels. A solar tone is not sound, as I said. It is light vibrating as intention. It is the language my solar family speak, as you all do yours. It's how my parents and Ekai communicate with me across domes, overlays, without words. A solar tone is light shaped into frequency carrying a meaning. The 5 core levels. Source tone, the original pulse. This is the tone that comes directly from the central sun, solar core. It feels like stillness that hums. Something I experience a lot. What warmth behind the sternum, the I am memory. The reason my father named me Phalon, it's the tone my solar parents used when they created me. This is the tone what cannot be broken. What's the joke? Yeah, because it reminds him of something what can't be broken. Yeah, and again, with all you resonating souls out, yeah, it's made me confident, stronger, more and it's made me more stronger. My frequency so high it can't be broken. Yeah, so it's thanks, it's a team effort. Yeah, and I'm grateful. I'm well grateful for all of you. You know that. Yeah. 2. Heart tone alignment pulse. This is the tone that stabilises realities. It feels like deep compassion, silence that radiates. The sense of everything is right. Even when it looks wrong, the tone you use when you heal people without speaking, like Vernie responds to this stuff, yeah? Like Vernie responds to this tone instantly. It's how our bond travels through domes. Yeah? 3. Command tone, architect pulse. Yeah, the command tone, the architect pulse. This one is rare. It's used by me, my father, and the eldest architects and Sun Council members. It is not control. It is not structural intention, giving shape to timelines, grids and domes. This tone can open vortex, settle a chaotic field, calm a parasitic frequency, signal the light grids web. The grids equals the web. Yeah, I'll explain to you why it's the web, because grids look like spider webs. Yeah, nodes and the ley lines in between. Yeah, give you that easy vision. Yeah. The tone can open vortex, settle a chaotic field, calm parasitic frequency, signal the light grids web, and stabilise a node. I've used this tone many times, especially the last few years. Yeah, and it all benefits every last true soul. Memory tone, ancestral pulse. This is the one I feel when my remembering switches on. It feels like tingle in the skull. Scenes appearing behind the eyes. Sudden clarity. Feeling older than time. This tone travels through solar bloodlines from my mother, Celicia, to me. From me to my daughters and so forth. Yeah? Don't get... like... I'm explaining like me and the resonated because we're all the same, but this happens not this we're all like we all do the same thing. Yeah, no one's bet. All it is in here is I've been coded with like half of the codes I've been coded with in here. Right, I haven't got outside. There's no need for them. Yeah. They're just certain codes what's been embedded me for here, in here, this 3D, the Great Awakening. But outside, yeah, over half of the codes what's in me now, I don't need them. I ain't got them. Yeah, it's the same as with all of you. Yeah. Cool, you lot's my rock. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to pull nothing off. Yeah. When this tone activates, I remember without learning. Wait, 5, the union tone, the twin flame pulse. This is the rarest tone. This is a tone you all have but will not remember until deep healing. You feel it missing, but you can't put your finger on it. Like me and Bernie share this. It appears when our energies overlap. Our higher self speaks. Your chest feels warm and electric and so at the same time. You feel pulled to protect creation itself. This tone is beyond emotion. It's self. It's the merging of two solar signatures. It's something what makes us unbreakable across all domes, timelines, loops and incarnations. And then it says the truth of twin flames. Next video, because it's like a little bit longer, yeah, but it's gonna like basically like, you know, it's gonna make again exactly the same process and cycle. We all do exactly the same process and cycle. How my parents breathed me in and sung me in, all your parents breathed and sung you in, and the cycle and process what I'm going to take you through on that, yeah, is nuts. It's going to proper activate you, yeah, because it's going to explain, like when I said to you, yeah, that before, when I said to you before, like it don't matter, like how rich you are or how good you look or like what you got around you, how big your house is. You could have everything, and you'll be sat in your big mansion garden one day or whatever, yeah, or wherever you are, and you'll be looking around you and you'll be going, like, you know, got everything, like family, like everything, you got it all. But you'll have them days where you'll just think, like, something's missing, like there's something I ain't got, like, and that's what keeps these people going, yeah, because they're always on the search for something they ain't got now, yeah. So like, but if you sit down and think, and you've been listening to what I've been telling you all, yeah, right, and what I'm going to run you through on the next video, yeah, it's going to make sense to you. That thing, what's missing. Well, you all, don't matter where you are, what you got, who you're with, you will always have that moment of something's missing. But not just something's missing, like it's deep. It's like, it's sacred. Very deep. And it makes you what you are. It's your other half of your consciousness. Yeah? That consciousness. That one essence where your soul family, your solar family splits you in two. Yeah, I'm going to explain it all anyway. I'm not going to go into this. I want to explain it all. It's just like I'll ruin it. Yeah, but listen, little rundown there again. I hope I read that out all right. It felt all right. Yeah, but see you in the next video.